How's it going, guys? Welcome to the second episode of this, whatever you call this, okay? Today, I'm preparing for the welder. The welder called him. He said Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, so that means I need to prepare. And to do that, I am going to start grinding down all these excess welds, cleaning up these areas on all four corners, as well as getting prepared for another down leg to the transmission tunnel, because normally they keep this cross going all the way through, and unfortunately they didn't. They just wide it. But if you hit a rollover, all the pressure goes into this point and to that point, and you want it butted, on the floor. So we're doing that, and then we're also preparing for the footwell protection. Now for that, it looks like I'm about to start taking some more stuff out. Oh, I completely forgot. I went ahead and the dash is gone. So we're preparing for a no dash setup, okay? What we're gonna do, we're just gonna have little pods that come off the main hoop. We're gonna clean this all up, obviously, but that just keep it simple, keep it super light. Don't need any obstruction. I might paint that stuff black, like up in here. That way, reflection and stuff. But other than that, that is the game plan today. Now, I did go ahead and finish up the Mickey U car. Came along pretty well. I just started it not too long ago. It's so hard to speak. I replaced the transfer pump, right? We did the engine harness, right? And then the coil packs. And it's got new spark plugs. So, fingers crossed that is what it is. Now, I need to let it run a little bit longer, let the ECU relearn everything, because it got completely disconnected for a while and all that fun jazz. But there's no check engine lights, which is good. And it's not misfiring, which is good. So, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna get the GoPro set up. I'm gonna get my camera set up on my phone. Maybe, probably gonna listen to music again. And then we'll start tackling this beast. Oh, another thing we gotta do. Sorry, completely forgetting everything. But this fire system is extremely outdated, not very safe. I don't like the setup. I don't like how it's done. It's no bueno. So that is getting ripped out as well. So let's get into it. Doing this, I wasn't wearing eye protection at first, and I eventually realized, so there I go. I realized that eye protection is good. I've been paying attention to my hearing. It's I tend to just not wear headphones or like earmuffs, but especially with these little Ziz wheels and stuff, it's quite loud. So I'm sitting here grinding down the stuff. Shai comes in and says hi. My buddy Carson's on the phone. We talk about cars and stuff. He's never seen a little shop that I got. He was super impressed. And then I keep looking at my welds, making sure I'm not doing anything crazy. Working over to the other side, grinding on those hefty welds on the top, and then cleaning everything up for the most part. And doing this, I want this car to be nice, so I'm spending my time making sure everything's good, as well as trying not to catch myself on any of these dangerous pipes, so to say. Alright, so I just kind of clean these up a little bit. As you can tell, just get the welds off. This one cleaned up. It's still a little raised right here. I gotta grind down a little bit more. Gotta grind that down a little bit more. But on the other side, this side had a lot more welds on it, so I had to grind these down a little bit more. And then this side turned out pretty nice. Not perfect, I still gotta clean up a bit, but I'm also gonna just scuff the whole top of this. I got some flapper discs. And then I gotta get down there and start taking off paint for the down leg. So let's get into it. Okay, so I didn't really do much more on this stuff. I ground a little bit more, but I got that all prepared for the plate. I have plates over there that got sand down. And then I chopped that mount off for the dash. And then I got that ground down, so I'm gonna make an ECU mount. That way it comes right down, right off the firewall. It's nice and safe, protected. I was gonna do it off the cage, but it just, with how much length there was, it didn't feel right, so. Gotta find some metal, prep that up to do a little thing. And then, yeah, it's kinda hard to get the welder out right now because of all the shit in here. So I'm just gonna keep prepping. I think I'm gonna try to take out that footrest out next. So I have found my first kind of roadblock. I put this fucking footwell protector in here, and I decided to weld in 2 plates of steel. So I could either decide to try to cut it out, or I was thinking from this nasty gooch right up in here, there's a nice little spot if I can move all of this harness out of the fucking way. Right back in there. I could put a plate right above here, right? So I could put a plate above here, right there. And then I could triangulate from here over, and then from here forward. And then you still keep your pedal or your foot box, and it still protects the crunch zone. Before I do any crazy stuff like that, and I'll talk to my welder whenever he shows up, but this side will be so much easier, just being the fact that there's nothing there. So now that I've hit my first little roadblock, I think I'm gonna go look around my scrap metal, find all little bits and pieces that I need. Or I've already got the pipe, or I got the plate, so that one can be tackled. Now we're just gonna find pipes for up there and strapping for the ECU holder. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I made some progress. Found some square stock, right? That will sit up in there. Already drilled the holes, got the bolts, so now I just gotta weld it in there, then bolt all that together. For this, I went ahead and ground all this down. I don't know if I showed that. And then this, I already had a notched pipe, so I just cut it to the length that I needed. Got the plate in there, so that's all ready to be welded in. So we're making good progress, making really good progress, except for the footwell, but you know, I guess that is what it is until we figure it out. So that's the current progress. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm happy with all the placements and everything, so I think I'm gonna go eat some lunch and get back to it, or get back to something. Alright boys, it's time for some more work to be done on the E30. Now, we've got some things moved around. We got space, again, which is nice. I enjoy space. We're waiting on tires for this car to do an alignment. Just a little update around the shop. Still waiting on shocks. Apparently the guy that was supposed to be rebuilding them was on vacation, so they weren't done. Fun. We're waiting to get the E36 up on a lift, because we still got to do a nut and bolt on that. We got the diff in it, remember? And then still waiting on the head to come back from the machine shop. Is what it is. We got tires done. And then got the E30 over here and getting ready to start welding. Now we don't have the main hoop yet. That will be tomorrow. So we're gonna do the easy stuff first. That down leg right there. ECU stems, and then we're gonna try cutting out or figuring out how to get that harness up and out of the way, and then do a nice foot protection. So that's the plan. I got jeans on, my welding jacket. Time to get to work. So welding this transmission tunnel support, I was kind of taking my time. So you saw that first bead, and I jumped out of the car. It started smoking really bad from the bottom end, and it worried me. I got a wooden shop, a bunch of cars, not a lot of fire extinguishers, and I was worried that it was just gonna, worst case, I was just gonna open the garage door and just roll the bitch out. But, you know, it took my time. So I started with the pipe going to the main hoop, so to say, and then the pipe to the plate. One of those nice and good, as you'll see coming up. And then I worked slowly on that bottom plate, ensuring that I didn't catch like the bottom coating, I guess, on fire. So I hope you enjoy the sparks. I wish I got some more super up close stuff, but I didn't want to destroy my one GoPro. So maybe in the future I'll get ballsy and try to do something. A little update. This is the current progress. Not too bad, not too bad. Both front and back. The pipe's all welded, it's still really hot. And then I got the front and the back done because those are the easier ones. Now I gotta bridge the edges. All while trying not to catch the damn thing on fire. So I got it up on jack stands and a jack. Fire extinguisher. I'm prepared for it. Don't want it to happen, but if it does, you gotta be prepared. So that's current update on what's going on. Just taking my time, making sure I don't burn anything down or puncture, do anything weird, you know. So once that's done, we'll move on to the battery pieces, and then we will try to figure out what to do here. After that, another update. So I did some stuff off camera, just because it was a lot of in and out of the car. It's not pretty, but it is fully welded in now, all the way around. Happy with it. I also went ahead and welded this area up. I just tacked this side, give this side a little bit more of a weld, but it is plenty strong. That ECU should not come off, and it would be a good base for if someone wanted to like do an engine swap in the future and mount another ECU. It's just nice and out of the way. So now, well, first I'm gonna stop sweating because those welding jackets do not breathe. But the next plan of action is footwell protection. So we're gonna figure out how to do this one. I'm gonna think about it, stare at it for a while. That one's a no-brainer. And tomorrow should be the hoop, or at least the start of the hoop. He might want to take that hoop with him and figure it out and bend one up at his house, or I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off here, boys. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Hopefully we get some more work done, like faster work, more like appealing work, but once all the welding's done, we're planning on stripping the doors off fully, or at least, actually no, we're gonna just leave them on, tape, and then paint the whole cage, the whole inside, all again. We're gonna take the roof, we're gonna paint the inside of the roof, make sure that all looks nice, and then whenever we weld, we'll just touch up that little area where, you know, we welded up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. It helps me out. And let's keep our fingers crossed that this project continues to move decently fast. See you guys in the next one.